Hey guys, RebelQueen. Okay, um, I talked about this a while back when the third in the Tales of Arcadia series ran, which was Tales of Arcadia Wizards. And when I did the review for that, I made mention that they were going to do a movie that talked about that did the whole Titans thing. Well, that movie has dropped. It's a couple days old that I'm doing this review. I watched the movie late at night and then had stuff going on, so forgive me. But the movie has dropped. It's good. It covers everything kind of shortly after the whole Wizards series. Uh, so basically, everything is kind of after that. Dukesy and Naru or Narumi, however, Nari, the one little primordial wizard who's pretty much switched to the side of good, are still kind of being on the run from the other two. And honestly, it was a good movie. And well, it actually kind of delved a little more into, well, as you know, this whole franchise was actually created by Guillermo del Toro. Well, this movie actually kind of delved a little more into into what he's more known for, which is kind of like considering this is a movie, it kind of delved a little more into being a little harder hit. So, because there is some character death in this movie. So, I'm not gonna say who, just or anything. So, just forewarned there. So, any adults who have children, you may want to watch this first. Then decide, like, if you really want to let your children watch this. I mean, it's not really graphic deaths or anything, but if the ones who died are like ones that your kids really liked, you kind of might want to not let them watch, even though there is a happy ending. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. It like I said, it still kind of is it. The movies does stay kid friendly and all that, but again, kind of going back to the fact that Guillermo del Toro does work on like a lot of like horror and monster movies and stuff. This kind of does kind of go back to that, and you kind of might want to go, yeah, you kind of might want to watch it first before you let your kids watch it, and kind of go, okay, should we or should we not let the kids watch this just yet? Because, I mean, because after all, like I said, with the character deaths that do happen, if the ones that do die, your kids actually ended up liking them after they had character growth and all that, you might end up having like upset kids. Even though, like I said, there is a happy ending because of how the story ends up fixing things, but still. Because I can't really say too much about the story itself, aside from how I began things. Otherwise, I ruined the whole plot point. Because it's like, just saying one thing would really ruin things, and as you kind of know, we don't want to give out spoilers. We don't want to give out spoilers. I know I repeated that. Unless we have absolutely no choice. Well, here's one thing I can say. Jim is still kind of reeling from the fact that because of what happened in Wizards, he's lost the amulet. He's still kind of dealing with that point throughout this entire movie. Until towards the end there, he kind of, sorry, I know I'm tongue-tying a lot. Till the end, he kind of realizes as he's battling one of the primordials, he goes, "It wasn't the amulet that made me hero. I was hero all along." And then, well, I'll kind of give this little spoiler. A new amulet did get built. I'm not gonna spoil like how it gets empowered up, but it does get powered up. And then as soon as he kind of makes that statement to the primordial wizard, the amulet pretty much goes haywire and comes rushing towards him. He says the words that get inscribed to it, and he basically gets new armor. Of course, the daylight sword is gone, but as you guys kind of saw, as we all kind of saw from the last series before this movie, Excalibur. So he ends up using that sword, which I'm not going to tell you how he ends up pulling that sword or anything. So, but it made for a really awesome fight. I'll just say that much. Though, like I said, certain character deaths and with how things ended up, it kind of didn't. I'll have to give this little spoiler with how things ended up. They ended up getting this one thing called a chronosphere, which had a time stone, and so with how things ended up, Jim used it to basically go back in time towards the beginning of the entire franchise. Though, with his knowledge, he was pretty much going to change how everything went down. And he wasn't the one who got the amulet, the amulet, so this time around, but I'm not going to say any more, otherwise, again, I risk spoiling the whole thing. But like I said, if you've got little kids who really enjoyed the series, if you haven't had them watch this yet to keep them from messing with you while you're doing something, if they had any big major favorite characters, you watch it first, since like I said, there are character deaths along with a few other well, considering the sci-fi aspect with the down below characters, so you might want to watch it first to make sure you're okay with any of the character deaths. If it's, I mean, like I said, they're not gory or anything. And then because of I'm not gonna say anything about what happens with the down below stuff, but let's just say you might want to get prepared for some questions there. Yeah, you're gonna end up watching that and go, oh crud. And but yeah, all in all, it was a good all in all, it was a good movie. It did tie a lot of things up that we've kind of been if you're an adult watching this, it did tie up a lot of things, kind of going like, why the heck is all this trouble coming to Arcadia? But again, it was just good in general. So I would have to say 8.5, 9.5. I'm sorry, I nearly said 8. I was thinking something else. So 9.5. So I hope you all enjoy. I'm sad to see it end, but we all knew it was coming, sad to say. At least it went out with style. And some of you are probably looking at me like, what? Everybody be careful out there. I mean, if you live here in Texas, we've got triple-digit heat coming up, so be careful. Again, be careful about the COVID stuff. We've got an on-rise of cases coming, so even if you're fully vaccinated, I'd say wear the mask. I mean, the vaccine should help with with stuff, but even then, it can still. We've gotten reports of the virus breaking through the vaccine, and that's just how stuff is. I mean, so we got to be careful, guys. So everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys next review. Bye.